Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back. This is the JR Wisdom channel. Once again, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. And tonight I'm going to be doing a video that's following up on my previous video. And it's in reference to a comment that a gentleman made about approaching women. And he said, based upon my video, he said that that doesn't work for him. So the biggest thing I wanted to point out in reference to this, and I'm going to read a few of his comments that we were going back and forth on in the comment section, is that you can't expect to do the whole numbers thing or get women to talk to you or numbers or things like that unless you actually talk to women. This goes for anything. And as you can see, I'm going to just jump right into it, into the message, so you guys can see where his mind state is, and basically saying it doesn't work, but yet still he doesn't try. So anyway, he says, great video, my friend, been subbed for a while, but I hate to say it, but your advice doesn't work for me. I'm a 46-year-old, never married, no children, no girlfriend, and never had one. True story, man. I can't even get women to match up with me on dating sites, and I'm subscribed to 4 different apps going on 6 years now. So this is a gentleman, obviously 46 years old. And it's not to say the whole 40-year-old virgin thing, because just because you're not getting numbers doesn't mean that you're not, paying for it and things like that. So do your thing, however that works. And he also mentions dating sites. So by him saying this, obviously there's a few things that go along with this that we definitely need to know. What's your success rate, and what are you actually doing when you're approaching these women, if you are? So I asked him that. I said, what are your results when approaching women? His response is, JR, to be honest, I don't approach women. Maybe 2 women a year. I'm caught up in the swipe generation, unfortunately, LOL. That's just something I've never been comfortable with. And in today's climate, it's even worse. Catcalling, sexual harassment, etc. But like the old saying goes, it's only harassment if she's not attracted to you. So this just tells me that you're basically saying that that doesn't work for you, but you don't approach women. You approach maybe 2 a year. Why are you approaching? What's so special about these 2? Do you just feel secure in the moment when you're approaching these 2 in particular? Or what is it? What is it about these 2 women? For you to say that something doesn't work for you, are you just basing upon you getting rejected by these 2 ladies, so you just inherently have a fear about approaching women? Or you just can't take rejection? You're 46 years old. Being a man is about getting rejected. It's just part of being a man. We get rejected, you move on, you drive on. You always know that there's something better around the corner at the end of the day, or you got to get through the no's to get to the yeses. And that's just how it is. Every woman's not going to be attracted to you. So if you have that set in your mind, just like I said in the other video, you're in for a rude awakening. You got to get through. It's a numbers game. It's a numbers game. Every woman isn't for you. You aren't for every woman. It's a numbers game. Constantly approach. Maybe you get turned down. Work on your game. Work on your approach. See what works, what doesn't work when you're talking to women. You have to come to your own rescue. Okay. A lot of people, a lot of guys, some of them think that women are just going to come to them, even if you are high value. Women just need to come to me, and you're just sitting back alone at the end of the day, when you could have approached this young lady or this woman when you're out and about, but you just decide to forego that because you don't want to get your feelings hurt. You're a man at the end of the day. You suck it up, you keep it moving. And it's only but so much I can say about that. And another thing, based upon your comment, it seems like, I don't know if you've had stalkerish behaviors in the past, or someone's claimed sexual harassment and things like that against you, or basically reported you for something. But online dating, it's the same thing. It's numbers. It's a numbers game as well. You're going to have to keep messaging. You're still going to have to meet up eventually, unless you're on some catfish stuff. You're gonna have to meet up with the woman eventually. But the thing about approaching a woman is you're presenting yourself in your entirety at that. When I say in your entirety, it's not like you can hide behind a screen and take rejection from behind a screen. It takes courage, so to speak, to actually walk up to a woman and basically tell her how you feel and what you would like to do and have her respond to that. And that's completely different than hiding. Anybody can turn somebody down online. People communicate through text and email, and I don't want to say it's necessarily passive aggressive when rejecting certain people. It depends on the interaction you're having, but some people prefer to just troll and do things like that behind a computer screen. When you walk up to a woman, it's either yes or no. Same thing on the phone. People prefer to text instead of talking on the phone. But when you're face to face, you're looking in her eye and she sees that, you're serious. When I say serious, you're not playing around. You're not afraid. You're here to accomplish the goal that you set out to when you walked up to her. Then she may say yes. She may give you her phone number just based off that, because it's a sign of strength as a man. You're not hiding behind a computer screen at the end of the day. So if you're 46 and you're saying you're part of the swipe culture, that's too easy. Not to say people don't hook up online, but like I said, it's still a numbers game. If you have this fear, you're always going to miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. That's just how it goes. It's always going to be a no. If you never ask, the answer is always going to be no. You never know what could happen. Just the same way when you're dating, when a lot of guys are afraid to communicate with women about what they desire, their fantasies and things like that, or just being direct in that mode 1 concept, you never know what a woman will do at the end of the day. Drake and Lil Wayne have a song called She Will. Play that in your mind when you're have it already, affirm it in your mind. Even if it's not true, even if you're going to get rejected, already have it set in your mind that she's going to say this woman wants me. Even though it's not true in all reality, but just have that mindset. Program yourself like that, and if she rejects you, hey, it's her loss. Be cool. Don't go off on her. Don't curse her out. Don't try to, offend her just because she turned you down. Just keep it moving politely. Have a nice day. Keep it moving. And even if she is being an a-hole to you or trying to show out or show off, just be like, I'm sorry you're having a bad day. Hope you have a better one. God bless. Keep it moving. You know what I mean? That's all you have to do, because you are the prize. That's how you have to look at it like that. You are the prize. You got to come to your own rescue, man. You can't just sit back and live your life. You're 46 years old. You don't want to be in your 50s, because you don't want to be in your 50s and 60s with this same mindset and then end up on your deathbed and have these woulda, coulda, shouldas and all these other things. And when you leave this earth, you're haunted by these thoughts of what you could have done, the experiences you could have had if you just took that chance. You know what I mean? So he goes on to say, it's easier said than done. No, it's not. No, it's not. Plus, the gamble is still safer with online dating, and the options are more plentiful than trying to meet a woman in person. Yeah, the options are more plentiful, but are they catfish? Are they real? Are they just trying to pass the time? I don't know where you're located at, or if you're in a small town, but you just got to get out, man. You got to get out. You got to overcome that fear. As a man, it's your job to overcome your fears, not to be some catfish or just talking to women all day online. It's your job. You have to conquer that fear. That's a fear that you have. Obviously, it's been something that I'm not saying suffering with, but it's something based off what you're saying you've been dealing with your whole life. Now's the time to overcome that. For any of you other guys out there watching, now's the time to overcome that. Don't just sit back and let your time waste away, and you could be with the woman of your dreams, but it doesn't happen because you're scared to say something to her. So with that being said, guys, that's my thoughts on it. I'm not a pickup artist. It's not about being a pickup artist. It's about being real. It's about saying how you feel. It's not about game. It's not about any of that. It's about saying how you feel, not coming across creepy or needy or neurotic, and just being you. The right woman will be with you. The right woman will come to you in that aspect, or come across, you know, your sight, your line of sight. She'll enter into your vortex, so to speak. She'll enter into your area, into your orbit. Somehow it'll happen. And even the ones where you enter into their orbit, go for it. What do you got to lose? What do you have to lose? Nothing. You've been striking out so far. Do it today. Talk to every woman you find attractive today. Just go up and talk to her. Not saying you have to ask for a number. That'll come if you're afraid, but just do it. So I don't want to talk too much longer. I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you guys appreciate this content, make sure you give it a thumbs up. I invite you to subscribe to my channel. If you haven't already subscribed, hit the bell. That way you receive all the notifications for all my future videos. I invite you also to subscribe to my other channels. The links are in the description. And if you are seeking any advice or you have any topics that you'd like me to discuss, feel free to email me. The link is in the description as well. And with that being said, make sure you guys check out these videos that are about to pop up here. That way you can find out more information on this topic as well. And remember, anything lost can be found again except for time wasted. Peace be upon you in the mercy and blessings of the Almighty. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. I'm out. Peace.